So yes, I know what it's like sometimes when you wake up from a dream, you're like, oh my God, I'm trying to access the information that I had in a dream. But once your eyes, because we're on this physical body, our soul, and this physical presence, we are going to be around what's around us. So we have our sensory stuff, which you know this already, that we can hear, we can see, we can feel, we can taste, we can touch, we can sense around us. That's what sort of grounds us back to the reality of the world that we live in. So your physical body is trying to ground yourself, it's trying to ground you in this world that you live in. So first of all, there's a tip about when you come back from a dream, don't open your eyes straight away. So the idea is that you keep your eyes closed, you wake up slowly and gently in and out, you allow yourself to recall the information whenever it comes in, and you keep repeating, going over. It's almost like watching an old VHS or a video or a tape or something, or DVD. It's almost like you're rewinding the information back. You're tuning into it, whether you can hear it, you can see it, you can feel it, you can taste it. You keep going back into that dream. Don't allow yourself to open your eyes, because the minute you open your eyes, it grounds you back into the 3D world that you live in, into reality. So keep going back, retracing it. How am I feeling in that dream? What's going on? What's the information? What's the message? Keep going back. And the more that you keep going back and rewinding it and really listening into it, or really seeing into it, or feeling into it, when you do open up your eyes, you then recall the information. Don't allow your logical mind to try and analyze it and go, oh, that might mean that. Only give the information, write down exactly what you've picked up from that dream. So once you've accessed the information, you put it down on some paper, a notepad, whatever. As you're writing it down, leave some space between the gaps, like put some gaps in, so like little paragraphs of, oh, I remember doing this, got on the bus, don't know why I got on the bus, then I remember seeing the dog, or I remember doing this, or I remember whatever it is. And then as you go back over it, there may be some information, as you recall back over it, read over it, there might be more information that needs to be added to it, and then you start dropping the information in. Now the brilliant question here was that, you know, our higher self, will our higher self remember it, and then can we access it in meditation? Yes, you can. Absolutely, you can do that, but it's practice. You've got to do some practicing first, because the brain has this way of going, right, now let me try and analyze it, let me try and make logic out of it. It's not logic we need. We've been brought into this planet and sort of we've learned so much about logic and the practical side of things, we've lost touch with that intuition and that just being able to go off and explore. So that's what you do in your dreams. You're going off. Your soul is having that experience of going off and having a little look around. It's like out of body almost sort of thing, where you're moving around in it and seeing what else is going on. So yes, your higher self will actually have all the information. And then sometimes your higher self is actually communicating with you and going, hello, you can't hear me in the real world, so I'm accessing you in your dream and saying, you've got to go that way, or there's a gift coming your way, or there's a blessing, or you've got to go there. And so sometimes people will say, well, actually, in my dream, I think I had a premonition that I'm going to do this. Something was predicted. It's literally your higher self is showing you your direction. Your higher self is trying to help you. So yes, your intuition, your psychic self is all tuning into it. It's all working. So like, I know that you personally do some of the classes. You're going to be more able to do that because you're really tuned in. You're using your intuition. You're working with that more and more. So yes, you want to connect to your higher self in meditation. And what I would say is more of that trance meditation. It's when you sit there and you don't think of anything. You allow yourself just to be in that space. It's working with your breath. It's just like sitting there and being in that space, and just to allow yourself to access the information that will come in, and just be mindful that your mind doesn't go logical and like go, but that doesn't make sense, because the minute we do that, it's like bursting a bubble. It's a bit like those flying dreams as a kid. We end up coming back down to surface. So yes, correct. I love that.